Hello? Welcome to Gringo Radio. Puto madre.
Did you just give me a thumb? Oh, sorry. I was daydreaming. No, there we go.
No. We're leaving this. This is fine now.
No, leave this one in. There's always an error. It's just I can't avoid them. But yeah, anyway, welcome back, everyone. It's the episode 8 of Gringo Radio. Bit of a switch out this time. We're recording on a Sunday, early Sunday afternoon. We're all completely stone cold sober, so hopefully this one might actually produce a bit better content. With me as always is Liam Barnes and Adam Gilbert from the Cabin in the Hood, and today we do have something a little bit special. We'll allow Adam Gilbert to do the intro for this one.
Yeah, so as Baron just said, we've got someone special with us today. Someone who has worked with some of the biggest names in UK rap and hip hop. Krypton Conan, Dizzy Rascal, Dave, Chipmunk, Ambush, and probably his biggest highlight is working with me and Liam in a video as well. And also the director of photography for a controversial film, but incredible film at the same time, Blue Story, written by Rapman for BBC Films and Paramount. So yeah, Mr. Simon Stolland. Simon Orks Stolland.
That wasn't too bad, yeah, Gilbert. I'd give it a give it a 6. Content was good, but just a little bit more.
Delivery.
A little bit more. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Also, me and you didn't mention my name in there. Me and Simon have worked together as well, Gilbert.
Yeah, but no one cares.
Remember, I was in the Viridian video.
Yeah, but no one cares about that, so it's fine.
That's right.
Yeah, well, it was the day we met, Adam. So I thought you might care.
No, I don't remember
it. Savage.
But yeah, how you doing, Simon? Thanks for coming on.
No worries. Thanks for having me. I'm a little bit apprehensive about this, but there's a first time for everything.
It's gonna be fine. This one's more of almost like an interview style. I think you're no disrespect to the other people we've had on here, but yeah, you've done some interesting things.
Right, just to annoy everything really quickly. So, Bowden, change your headphones.
Change my headphones now.
Yeah, sounds awful.
Sounds bad.
Yeah, sounds
Why's
bad.
it gone bad today? Sorry,
don't know. Swap them over.
All right.
We'll carry it on.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, anyway, Simon, how you doing? It's been a long time. Well, it hasn't been a long time. I saw you a couple of weeks ago.
No, I saw you the other day. You come and bailed me out the dump with your convertible, actually.
Yeah. Well, I have to say that was the day that it snowed in England.
Yeah.
Driving around at 9 o'clock at night in a convertible with the roof down, which was fucking great. I'm glad I could have been of assistance because my car is no longer on the road anymore, so I've been useful.
Good to see you. Sorry we were a little bit late as well.
That's all right, dude. No worries.
We got so yeah, you had a bit of fun recently, didn't you, Simon?
Oh, what are we talking about the police with the run-in?
Yeah, we'll start on that.
Probably a good place to start, isn't it?
Okay. Sure. Yeah. I basically picked up a fine for breaching COVID rules for working. So that
bullshit,
was
really
interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to appeal it because we definitely shouldn't have been fined. We're allowed to work, it was just a bit scary to think that the people enforcing the law don't actually know what the law is at the moment. I appreciate it's a grey area and there's a lot of confusion and stuff, but I just can't believe we got fined, really. So I'm still waiting for that to come through, but I'm kind of hoping that it won't.
Was that with everyone involved that was there, though?
So everybody at the shoot got fined. So it was me and the 3 members of crew. I mean, it was a small scale production, and then obviously there was the artist and their entourage, but the problem is we had a bunch of cars and it looked like a car meet, but it wasn't. And then they staged it as a car meet in the news. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
It did. I saw the videos.
It's a better headline, though, isn't it?
It did look.
No, they don't want to put misunderstanding.
Yeah.
It did look like a car meet, but that's down to you for making it look like a car meet.
Simon explained it to me that they asked for 1 or 2 cars, but then about 8 or 10 turned up.
But even though, do you know what? it like the point is the police officer that was kind of in charge came over and just basically asked me for a load of like ID and like documents and proof to say who I was and stuff like that, and I gave her everything that she asked for, and she still didn't believe that we were working, even though I showed her the camera and the back of the van and all the kit that was in there and stuff. So yeah, they still find us regardless, which is kind of stupid, but what can you do?
Wow. Well, yeah, that's good.
And it's
Good to know that can happen. So.
and it's like 100 or it's like £200 a person, and I think there were like 25 people there. Like, it was a big group of people, but it was work. They made a good profit from everyone. Let's just put it that way.
There you go. I think we've got to the bottom of it there.
Yeah.
That's £5,000. That's
nuts. Got into the. I'll tell you what, yeah. You think about it, like
everyone was in
the
their
police
own
forces
car.
this Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I have to back up Simon on this. When I met him the day after, he was like wearing a mask, everything like fully professional. Like, it's not as if he was breaking the rules.
I thought you were about to fucking grasp that again.
No.
You got the fine. You went and met.
Like every
When I saw him the next day and we
restrictions
were having a
again.
sneaky beer in the garden, he was like totally safe.
No,
He didn't
like
share his beers.
I even wore a mask in my
He was
own
saying
car.
about how he thought it was all a hoax.
Yeah.
But no,
So-
like, well, from what I've seen of Simon's work anyway, like since this has been going on, he has been abiding by the rules as much as you can do, and that includes wearing a face mask around other people.
There you go.
So, yeah, I think it's bullshit, but there we go.
So we're landing on fuck the police, yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. Great.
Yeah, cool. Fuck the popo. We're all on that. But yeah, anyway, one of the things I wanted to sort of get into with Simon is Blue Story, because it was I mean, yeah, it was a big UK film in the UK, and because you'd worked with Ratman on Shiro's story, is that right? Am I right with
That's
that?
the one,
Is that how you guys met? Is that how that started?
Well, actually, me and Raps have been doing like a bunch of projects before Shiro's story, as well. So we were already working with each other, like probably for 2.5 years, 3 years. Gilbert, you were on a couple of those.
Yeah, we done one for Comic Relief, I believe that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by Shiro's story, we've been working with each other for a little while anyway. So I've known him for a good amount of time. Yeah. And we did Shiro's story.
So I remember when the Shiro story started, yeah, it was crazy how sort of viral they seemed to go. Like it was big, like big on social media. People were really going crazy for like when they wanted to see that next episode. And I can only think of a sort of the last person that did anything as great as like an episodic music video was R. Kelly, Trapped in the Closet. I think you guys have brought a different way, but in terms of like epic episodic music videos,
we have literally
two that springs to mind. There's two. There's two. There's only two.
We just come in with this because every time that we've been getting pretty drunk in lockdown now, we have been watching R. Kelly Trapped in the Closet.
Okay, housemate Chris, who was on a previous episode, had never seen it before.
We're on episode 22 at the moment.
Of 33, and yeah, we were literally watching it Friday. It's amazing that you just brought that up, because what an absolute. I mean, I know the work you do is great, Simon, but I mean, you got something to live up to there, being compared to R. Kelly Trapped in the Closet.
Yeah, it's an annoying time because a few years ago, people would have loved the R. Kelly comparison. It's just bad timing. That's all it is. It's just bad timing. But yeah, and I think what was going back to the sort of Blue Story thing again. I think what was crazy, and I was speaking with some of my friends about this when we knew you were coming on, is what was that? Because obviously when it came out, and then there was crazy news reports of like gangs would turn up to they were going to the cinemas in gangs, and what was that like to obviously be involved in it, be so proud of what you produced, but then this fallout or these sort of accusations that you made something, do you know what I mean, or made something that's violence and things like that, because I couldn't think of any other example of a film that had caused that kind of.
Well, I mean, just to be clear, are we talking about the obviously it got banned from a couple of cinema chains because there was an incident in Birmingham, and they basically pinned it down to the film, and they said that it was the film they were coming to watch. The Blue Story. It was an encouraging environment. Are we talking about that? Is that what we're talking about?
Sorry, that's that side of things, yeah.
Yeah, because that was I'm just trying to think about it now. So as far as I'm aware, it was a group of kids that were not even old enough to watch the film anyway, that turned up to this complex that didn't just have a cinema, but had like a Nando's and a bunch of other restaurants and like a games arcade or something like that. And there was like a confrontation between two groups of people, and then, I don't know. With my recent experience with the news anyway, and what we were talking about earlier about that whole carnival thing, it just sounds like, it wasn't. I mean, I know it was nothing to do with the film. The kids weren't even old enough to see it anyway. Yeah. So, the fact of the matter is, the cinema had that complex had let underage kids in with knives undetected or something like that, and then they decided to scapegoat the film, which was truly unfair. And then obviously it got because I think that happened at a View cinema. And so they took the film out, and then suddenly a bunch of other cinemas got cold feet and decided to take the film out as well, because they didn't want to look like they were condoning that sort of thing. And when that sort of stuff happens, people just jump on the bandwagon without even making a proper judgment. So I know that Showcase took it down, and then I think I'm trying to think who. Cineworld was still showing it. I think Odeon
shut it down, I believe, as well. I know.
Yeah, so it was.
I'm pretty sure it was all like the big name cinema brands literally just pulled the plug on it, and then realised that they're fucked up as well.
Yeah, well, then they got backlash for being, systematically racist and stuff like that. Yeah. So then they all started to then, try and retrace.
It did seem ridiculous. I mean, it's not like gang violence didn't emerge, as the film came out.
No, and why
there's no
do you
connection to it.
Why do you think that film's even been made in the first place? What do you think?
Of course,
the message is behind the film.
Absolutely,
and whoever decided to pull the plug on Blue Story from being shown at View obviously hadn't seen the film, because there's a very positive message at the end of that film. You know?
Oh no, 100%. And I think that was what you saw on social media, was somewhat of that. If anyone that had seen the film was like, this is absurd. But did it help at all with like the notoriety of the film?
Because 100%.
Everybody knew about it. Everybody knows the film.
100%. Well, I think you had like a group of people that were going to see it that were probably of a similar age to the characters in the film. That a lot of people, because obviously. Urban music is like charting and stuff at the moment, and it's like the popular it's pop culture, so it's a very kind of popular culture to be involved within at the moment anyway. So you had a lot of people, like a lot of young people going to see it, that felt that they could relate to that. But then when this happened, you suddenly had a load of like middle-aged white people going to watch it that had never really thought or understood that culture before. So it definitely helped to expand its sort of network and getting people there for sure. Yeah, no doubt. I think because that was the sort of when I was seeing all of that happen, I was like, well, this can be the sort of, I guess, the positive of it. And I guess with everything being sort of available on streaming platforms and things like that now, I imagine it's done what from I think Amazon, as far as I'm aware, the streams have been good. It's a real shame like that what that project has been through, because obviously it got hit with what we were just talking about, but then it was meant to do a US release as well, but then COVID hit, and that was going to do cinemas in the US, man. Like it was, it's just honestly, it's been a crazy time for that project. Everyththing's been against it, but it's been good because it's again, just raise awareness to it.
Well, he worked. Is it? I hope it's Michael Ward.
Michael Ward.
Yeah. So I'm a big fan of his anyway. He's in from Top Boy, wasn't he? Recent season. He was unreal in that. And I think he looks like he's going to be a massive star. I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's already there, to be honest.
Yeah, he is.
He's won his BAFTA Rising Star Award, and I mean, he's been working on some stuff in the States, and he's done a load of other sort of British culture films and stuff after Blue Story. So it's been, it's been good for him. I'm excited to see where he goes, and I think it's been enough work with him, you know, now in his early years, because in years it's going to be huge.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's one of the things I was going to ask you about as well. Let me get some notes up here. Oh, I don't know where to segue into from that. But what was if you? Oh, that was it. Sorry, that was the question, Scott. Because you've worked with a lot of like UK rap guys and big ones. And when I was watching your showreel, I saw there's everybody that you'd want to work with in there. And it strikes me as on the face that you wouldn't think these people would be divas because they're supposed to be street and you know they're supposed to be tough. But you don't necessarily have to give a name. I appreciate you can't. But like, how often does that happen within that era? Like with those guys, did you still get divas with like the guys that are trying to gangster at the same time?
Do you know what I mean? Like the majority of people that I've worked with have been super cool. Like we've ended up working together because we like each other's work anyway. So it kind of like goes hand in hand. But you know, there's been a couple of jobs where my name's been thrown up to someone. They've been like, okay, cool, and then we've got on a job together, and I've not worked with this person before, and we hadn't had any kind of prior contact or whatever. And I've had a couple of issues where I wouldn't say divas. I would just say like really unorganized and kind of aren't necessarily too aware of how that affects the whole kind of production, and also kind of don't really care. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't say it's. I mean, I don't know what you classify as a diva, but.
I can't get that. Does that seem weird as well? When it's like the artist, and you're like, why don't you care about your own life?
Do you know what it is? It's like one job I did. So I definitely won't say any names, but one job I did. We had this studio booked for like 10 hours, and it was just a full-on studio day, and we had it for 10 hours because we needed 10 hours to get the shoot done, and the artist didn't turn up until there was 2 hours left of the day.
Wow.
And we had I mean, we had a couple of things that we could have shot like that we did shoot before they got there, but they turned up 8 hours late, and then we had 2 hours left, and then in post-production they were just asking why, you know, certain shots aren't bright enough and this, that, and the other. And I was just thinking, because you turned up with 2 hours left to go and we had like a whole video to shoot, you know. So we just rushed the whole thing. And sometimes they don't really kind of understand how being late and stuff can affect their video, you know, and represent them. So I've had a lot of people that I work with that are kind of, you know, cool, but there's definitely a handful of people that have done that for sure.
Yeah, no, I can imagine that sort of thing comes up all the time. To be fair, but that's not too bad. I thought you might have had one worse, where like it was just a shit rapper, and then they're just, I don't know, just think they're, you know, Tupac or someone like that.
I mean, I've never had anybody go and be like, oh no, I can't work in these conditions, and I'll just my hair. I've not had anybody, you know, as bad as that.
That would be a weird vibe for like rappers being like,
oh, I can't do this anymore.
That would be a weird vibe.
I think the only thing I will say is sometimes, you know, you look at these guys and you think, well, like, this guy's cool, you know, they've got a lot of like street cred or whatever, and they're obviously confident, and sometimes you can tell that they're not, you know, and there's like something beneath there, and it's just about trying to bring that out, because there's like, that's definitely a thing. I think it's difficult
for sure.
well, because
But it's also it's a weird kind of thing to be like. It's acting basically, and
it is kind of
like, even if it's just a music video and it's performing, you still got to bring forward a presence and like a character almost. So it's got to bring some people that are not used to that out of their comfort zone a little bit. So
for sure, because they're either not used to being on camera and they've blown up because their music's great and stuff like that, and
which is
whatever.
Great.
Which is great.
But
then on the flip side, you might have a lot of people that are rapping about certain stuff. Their music is blown up, but they're not really about that life, so they're acting as well. So there's a little bit of that sometimes, but it's kind of not really my concern. I just kind of, I'm there to make it look good and try and, you know, do what they want, you know.
But I remember that when Giggs first started coming onto the scene, I remember watching the Talking the Hardest video, and he looked so uncomfortable being on the like because he just seemed like he was really about the street life, and he just could rap. And it seemed like he never really wanted to be on the camera. He looks a lot better. Whenever you watch him now, he's a pro. Just those early days, look like he didn't want to do it.
I've done one thing with Giggs. I DP'd on a job which director called Miles shot, directed, and I've realised that's Giggs' thing. You know, he's just cool, calm. He kind of just very like. Just chilled, you know. He's just on that chilled vibe all the time. So it was probably new to us because we were used to seeing like rappers like this looking at the camera wearing these big shades, and suddenly you had someone that looked like they were going to like burst into tears, like laughing or something at any point. And I think that's just his thing, you know. And I think it's good to try and have your own thing now because it's so saturated, and you know, it's easy to fall into like sounding the same as someone or trying to follow what somebody else is doing because it's worked. But it is important to try and have your own thing at the same time. In
what you just said about people like not sounding the same, would you say that the style of videos that you produce are different to other people as well? Because I've known you for fucking years, and I've noticed that there is a specific style of like ambiance, shall I say, and color grading, like in your work.
There's definitely a look to your videos.
Would you say that you are different to other video companies?
It's a really that's a really good question. I don't know. I mean, for me, my perspective is I see something, I think it looks great. Like, you know, I'm talking about somebody else's work. I'll see something, I think, wow, that's stunning. And you're always trying to like improve. There's always something you can be improving on. And I'm very like, I'll look at a lot of other people's work and not necessarily compare it, but like aspire to shoot something like that, you know? I don't really think about my work like in comparison to other people's, if you know what I mean. But I definitely think there's a certain look for certain videos, like, you know, for example, like a drill music video, if you were shooting one of those, you know, majority of the time they're like handheld because of the energy behind the song. It needs to feel loose, blah, blah, blah. And then you're going to have like flashing effects and stuff. So there's definitely like a formula that you can follow for certain videos that works every time. And I think that's quite common. But I think having your own composition choice in your head as your own artist or your own lighting choices is definitely down to each director or cinematographer to kind of make for their own, really. Does that kind of answer the question?
Yeah, 100%. 100%,
yeah. It seems a really common theme now with if you're doing a rap video that you absolutely have to get fast cars or fancy cars in it. Like, you just have to.
That's the only thing.
Everybody wants to do it.
That's the only thing I always struggle with, trying to persuade people to like try something new. For some videos it works. I mean, for some rappers, for some artists, it's part of their brand. So it's important that you have all the assets that are going to sell that music, you know. And that's just a part of that process, I guess. But it is difficult because people will message you and they'll say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this. And you're like, yeah, okay, you want the model? Yeah. Yes, you want the apartment? That's fine. Oh, you want the Lambo? No problem. Yeah, we can sort that. But I really always try and push things, you know, try and push people out of that because I just think you get a much better individual product that way.
Well, as you were saying there, where you'll see other people's work and go, oh, and where you're aspiring to be. What probably same thing happens to those guys. They see the artists they do, and then they see them with the models and the cars, and they just want to have their own version of that as well.
Yeah. And I think so also people are worried to look different because they see it working for other people, and they're like, okay, cool, yeah, that's what I want to do because that's cool right now. But you look at any trend, even in your videos, it happens. You know, like, people just want to copy each other because they feel like it's a safe thing to do. People rarely want to try something new because they don't want to be.
Well, you've got an artist that you've worked with called, is it Sorry Side Fizz? Literally, I don't know if you guys have seen the video, but this guy has cars in his videos, but they are jacked up 4x4s, literally just tearing it across grass.
Yeah.
Like
that's different.
The opposite, and I think that's sick. Like it gives a comparison, like different lifestyle as well.
I mean, thinking about that, doing that safety thing, like when me and Gilbert were on a videos of yours with Yizzy and Dizzy Rascal, and just looking at the comments, because it's, I mean, there's a bit of guitar in the track, and there's like I was with two of the guys from Viridian playing, like we were playing instruments behind Yizzy, and just looking at the comments, because it's a bit different and there's like a band in it. A lot of the comments were like, "Is this rock?" It's like,
yeah,
I think this is rock
crazy.
music. It's not at all. It's just slightly.
But that's what I mean about like urban music right now, especially in the UK. Like it's just it's pop culture. I remember growing up when I was in school, and you know, rock was or emo music, or as everybody knew it, was was in. You know,
it's Bowden's favourite, that is.
And rap was underground. You know, unless you were 50 Cent or whatever.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it is funny. Like I would say, how long do you reckon UK urban music's been the popular music now? I'd say definitely, probably close to 10 years.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
It's about that. It's probably about that. Probably I think weirdly the first guy, well, Dizzy Rascal, I guess, was the first. I think one of the first to really blow up, like become
grime, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's become like a major star, and then Tiny followed shortly after. So yeah, that's what, maybe 20, it's between 10 and 15, but no more than that.
But I would say
that's what I mean. So these kids that are commenting, like it's someone that put, you know, is this rock music, might be 18 now, but they might have been 8, not listening to really any music at all back then, you know.
Yeah.
I would say now that UK like rap music is probably overtaking the American culture at the moment as well. Like, it seems to me like a lot more Americans are listening to the UK side of stuff. Yeah. And I think that's sick. I think that's a great thing.
Yeah. No, it's definitely travelling further now, for sure.
Whenever I've been away, though, and if I ever come across like a group of Americans that I get, and I'm on holiday or whatever, and I'm, you know, if you're chatting away, I can't resist but play them some, like, grime.
Yeah.
I know a few guys as well. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, no, I've heard of Gigs, I've heard of Skepta," and then you'll put something on, and you honestly just pick a song. It honestly doesn't matter what one. You can pick any grime song, and they haven't got a fucking clue what it says. And like for the don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people in the UK that also feel like I haven't got a fucking clue here either. But just you just
some
look at them in
some words that UK rappers come out with,
confusion.
I do not know. It's some, like,
are they speaking English? Yeah, they are, pal. Yeah.
Well, look at Drake. Like Drake was jumping on the drill bandwagon, wasn't he? He's done tunes
early. He got in there early,
and it's terrible though. It's absolutely fucking shit.
Well, yeah,
don't speak ill of Drake. You might want to fucking come on one day and ruin that bad mouthing.
We've been listened to in Canada.
Yeah.
No, there we go. It's Drake.
So it might be Drake. Yeah. It might be Drake. Yeah. We can't rule out that it's not. He hasn't said he's not listening, so we can't rule it out. We actually hold that thought, because we're getting bigger and bigger around the world. I wanted to give some shout outs to our new countries that we've got on board.
We've got new countries.
New countries.
Mm.
I think we were in 11 last time I checked.
Wow.
Oh, well, to be clear, we're available in every country, but
this is grassroots, though, man. We don't believe in advertising. That's why, you know.
Yeah, you'll never see us advertising what we do
until we can afford it.
Yeah.
Until we can afford it. So we'll run through now. So now we have United Kingdom, of course. Mexico,
of course.
It's the only other country I gave a shit about. Only reason I did the show, so that I'd get someone over there to fall in love with me. United States in there next. Then we have some of these are so fucking weird. So we've got Germany, Russia, Singapore, Angola, Canada, Italy, Trinidad and Tobago,
sick,
and the Netherlands.
Fentanyl, there we go.
Wow.
And just to be clear, we're pretty sure that Russia is only because we kept talking about Putin, and we're pretty sure it's the KGB, right?
Yes.
No. Honestly, something's weird about that because we don't even talk about Putin. We mentioned him for about fucking 10 seconds, and then 2 days later, Russia started listening. I'm like, and we don't. There's no Putin tags. There's nothing. There's no. It's
the beret. It's the beret.
That's it.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. This is new this week
But,
as well, so we're probably going to get the We're going to get the CIA.
It's a big market. I want to tap into it all. I'm a bit gutted China hasn't got involved yet.
Oh well, you've said it now,
China.
so wait for it.
Yeah, wait for the
Wait,
It'd be great.
what kind of like
Chinese
semi-dictatorships
government
can we go for? Kim Jong Un.
Yeah.
There we go. We'll probably get North.
Yeah,
going on in
let's get
Myanmar?
North Korea in.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Get them in there.
involved.
Get them all in.
Get everybody in.
Number one podcast for dictatorships.
Yeah.
That's it. Just the biggest scumbags of the world.
We'll take anyone's money, man.
We'll literally take anybody. Yeah, I appreciate it still. If you're in prison right now, I love it. I still love you. Thank you so much for listening.
Right, should we move on to a segment?
Shall we? Yeah. So whilst we're on movie ideas, should we go into my pitches for Simon?
Yeah, perfect. I think we've got some music for this. 1 second.
Oh, sick.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is way too long.
No, it's perfect. It's so perfect, Sharp. It's absurd how long it is.
Movie ideas for Simon Stolland from the genius mind of James Bambo.
It's nice. It's sort of like Stranger Things mixed with Tim Westwood.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's sort of what we were going for.
Sorry, we just had Bob Seger playing at 1 million fucking decibels in our ears. Sorry, lost you for a second there. There we go. We're all good.
Anyway, yeah.
So what was it? What's the segment called? In case you didn't actually hear it.
It's called Film Ideas for Simon Stolland from the genius mind of James Bowden.
I think take it away.
Great.
Yeah, let's
Humble
go.
as always. Let's go for it.
Yeah. So first one I came up with is did you see The Last Dance? Any of you? The one about Michael Jordan. Did you see that documentary?
Yeah.
I've not seen it.
I've not seen it yet. No.
Have you not? Oh,
Nah.
like, it's one of the best like documentaries I think out there. But I thought of like a sequel to it
Okay.
where it's called The Last Basketball, but it's now it's a dancing documentary.
So how would it go? Go on.
So we follow Torval and Dean, two of the greatest ice skating dancers of all time.
Yeah.
Because obviously The Last Dance. I should tell you now, you haven't seen The Last Dance. It's not about dancing at all.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
None of it is. Not a single bit. It's actually all about basketball.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you've done there. You've swapped the names around and then.
Well, I'm trying to do something for the dance community because now I'm pretty big in that. so I thought we'll do a documentary called The Last Basketball, and it's just a 10-hour
Interpretive dance.
Torval and Dean's career.
You're running this complete 10-hour documentary on a pun. Is basically what we're going for there.
Well, Simon has to work out the rest of it. I just do the name. Yeah.
Just the idea.
Well, I need to do my research first, I think, and watch The Last Dance
And
then understand it.
also lots of Torval and Dean.
Yeah.
Lots of Torval and Dean. Yeah. So this one is called The Half Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a school teacher that has to kill robots during half term. And then, but the plot twist at the end is, I hope I don't ruin anything here, the robots were our students. Yeah, it's sad. It's a bit of a sad ending. But
The robots are all students.
yeah, but you don't know that until the end because they just seem like robots, and it turns out she's mental, and she just killed
Oh,
students.
so they're not actual robots.
No, obviously not. No, but like no, but for 90 minutes
Savage.
it will look like the Terminator, and then the last 30 seconds is just bowling for Columbine, basically.
Oh my god.
so if you can picture that mashup.
anything
you got it?
anything you
I
can work with there, Simon?
I feel like I've explained that well enough.
No, you've explained that. I'm just, I've just got very graphic images in my head that I want to try and shun.
No, work with them. Work with them. That's how you're going to get your storyboard working.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This one is called 101 Caucasians, the story of Liam Barnes' sexual history.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, that's quite a clever play on words. And then I had another one, which was Predator, the story of Adam Gilbert's sexual history.
Thanks.
So that actually sounds like a pretty honest documentary, actually.
There we go. Yet again, the terminology that I'm a predator.
Have you got more? Have you got, yeah.
Do you remember Bambi, the film Bambi?
Yeah.
And do you remember how Bambi's mum gets murked like 30 seconds in?
Yeah.
And then the little pussy doesn't even do anything about it. I thought like it just lets their mum die. So this one, I thought change that. Let's rewrite history. So now I've got Bambo. Bambo.
Love that.
So Bambi, and then it'll be Bambi's revenge. And then it's just Bambi looking for that farmer that fucked his mum up. And
Bambo First Blood. Bambo
First Blood. And then this one, do you remember the film Happy Feet?
Yeah.
Well, this one's called Sexy Feet.
Please don't say it's a sexy.
Just so we're aware.
Is it still penguins?
Still penguins, yeah. Still penguins. It's about penguins that sell pictures of their feet on OnlyFans.
1 minute, I can see Simon sat there like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Simon was just like, literally for 40 minutes, this was a normal interview. It's how you lure them in. So make it seem like you're here to talk business.
Yeah. So...
Which of these do you think you could work with, Simon?
I actually like Bambo. I think Bambo is cool. I could see that.
It had the best laugh.
Yeah. Are we thinking
animated or real life?
Yeah, animated or let's get the Disney.
No, I think it would have to be
live action.
Live action or with.
I see. I'm picturing it still in like. As a cartoon,
the Disney animation style, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
But like it's just a little bit more. It's like modernized slightly.
Pixar.
You know when you'd get like the old Family Guy episodes, but then you get the new ones, and it's like super colourful. The movement's a lot better. That's what I see it being like that.
I love how
sweet. All right.
And he's got like a little red thing around his head like that.
And he's jacked.
Yeah, and like a curly perm.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just Rambo, and with the voice of a Sylvester Stallone.
Big kind of deal breaker on that. It is kind of important. I played the role of Bambo on that one.
But the voice of Bambo.
Yeah, I can do a Stallone.
Go on, then.
I'm sure I could do
Are we going to rotoscope it so it's you crawling around on all fours, and then we draw the animation over your style?
I'm just going to shut this blind.
I think that'll work.
You could do that. Yeah, you could do that as well. Yeah, just me walking around. And then but then maybe give it like a hand so it can actually shoot things. Because that was the problem with Bambi, it didn't have the ability to shoot.
So if you had to choose like an epic moment at the end of that film for Bambo, like what would it be? How does he get his revenge? What is the epic moment that...
Is he still going crossbow, or is he,
It's a good question. I'll be honest, Simon, I wasn't expecting a follow-up question to that.
I'm just interested. I'm interested to get your opinion.
So yeah, let's set the scene. So
he's been hunting this farmer.
Yeah, so he's gone through. He's just tearing up through the woods. He's killed like 50 park rangers at this point. And then he sees the final ranger's cabin. And for some reason, Bambi could walk on upright like a human.
Full on upright.
Now,
Has he perfected walking on ice yet? Is he good at
yes,
that?
yeah, 100%. Yeah, that was another.
He's got skates.
Right. Because everyone's like, oh, like Bambi on. I want to change. Everyone go, yeah, Bambi on ice, and then they'll go, yeah, but have you seen Bambo on ice?
Yeah, okay,
different.
cool.
Yeah,
different story. He's
totally
actually
different story,
swimming
just
under
smooth.
the ice.
Yeah,
Coming up.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a great. There we go. This is why you're
that's
here,
it.
Simon.
There you go. See,
Bambo under the ice.
Yeah.
And then up.
See, this is why
on. Yeah.
This is why we wanted to get you involved.
Yeah.
You got your own ideas, man, as well.
I love that.
And then he just sort of turns up to the cabin, and then knocks on the door. Guy opens and he's like, "Hi, can I help you?" And he's like, "Do you remember me?" And he's like, "Why?"
Can't speak, obviously.
Yeah. So the ranger asked a deer, "Can I help you?"
First thing he said,
not even. What the fuck?
Yeah, not holy fuck. This deer is standing on his back legs with a machine gun in his hands.
No, first thing he says is, he goes, "All right." He goes, "All right." And he goes, "Why are you covered in blood for?" And he's like, "Do you remember me?" And he's like, "Meet a lot of deers, mate. Sorry, you need to be more specific." And he's like, "Well, when did Bambi come, actually? When was that? Was that 80s or was that before?"
Oh, no idea.
Let's look it up on.
Yeah, but carry on.
Yeah.
No,
So
obviously
he
the
says,
year it came out is important.
Yeah. And he goes, "Well,
1942, mate.
1942. That's a joke. That can't be that old. That can't be that old." Well, the park ranger's going to be fucking dead by this point. Anyway. So, yeah. Okay, wait. This is how it ends, Simon.
Right, okay.
He turns up to the cabin.
Now, isn't it?
Yeah.
He turns up to the cabin and he finds the guy, the ranger that killed it, and he sees that he's now grown up and had his own family.
Yeah.
And, and he's changed. So then,
I know exactly where this is going.
Bambi decides to exact revenge and just murder his whole family in front of him, and then says, "How'd you like them apples?" And then leaves.
She doesn't kill the park ranger either, just kills his family.
No, because it's a greater punishment to let him live.
With the memory of
whole family's his memory is his whole family got killed.
The famous Bambo quote: "How'd you like them apples?"
Yeah.
How'd you like them apples?
Like,
Yeah. How'd you like them apples?
And in your mind, who would play the voice of the ranger?
Um,
Who would you choose?
Morgan Freeman.
I was thinking Piers Morgan.
Yes. Yeah, that's better.
Piers Morgan.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's get it funded.
But
Let's set a GoFundMe page up.
Samuel L. Jackson plays the voice of my gun.
Right, that's good actually. I'm sold on that.
Yeah.
Just
that's pretty
motherfuckers everywhere. Every time.
So because it's like animated, so like the gun has the life on its own. So like how normally the human or the person would do the shit talking while they're firing.
Yeah.
In this occasion, the gun will do the shit talking while it's shooting you.
Is it
So
just say,
it's a character in itself.
does it just say motherfucker every time it shoots? Then is that what
Yeah.
we're going for? We're gonna beat out Pulp Fiction on the motherfuckers.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Right.
So, let's get a GoFundMe page.
Do you know what? There's a lot of people that actually hated that bit in Bambi when his mum died. So I honestly think a little Bambi part 2, somewhere along the lines, maybe not Bambo, but somewhere along the lines, people would like that.
Retribution.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, that was a very polite way of saying no. You wouldn't do it. You went. It's an idea. Maybe not what you said, but something's there. Maybe.
Yeah.
Someone else picked that up and did something with it.
Yeah. Also, animation's not really my thing, but
No, right. Okay.
No.
That's fair. Good cover there, mate. Good cover. Well done. It's a very political answer there.
But yeah, I think that's it for the film ideas. They were the better ones anyway. They were the better ones. But yeah, that's good. So I'm happy with that feedback. I think I've got enough to work on there. And you've certainly told me that maybe I do need to think of a little bit more than just the name of the film.
Fantastic. Is that the end of that section then?
Mate, you had it. It was all up there.
It's all up there. Yeah, that's the end of that segment. Yeah.
Are we going to? Should we play an outro? No, we don't play that.
No,
we're not going to play it then.
We're not going to play it, are we?
No, I don't.
Didn't even know we had an outro.
We didn't. We were going to play the same intro, but yeah, we won't. Let's probably not do that.
Just to close off the segment. Play
I
it
actually
again.
can't find it.
That's probably a good thing.
Oh no, there we go. We're good.
Oh, we're back in.
Yeah. Well, it's the end of the section, isn't it?
We've never done an outro segment.
No, and it's only because
No,
it's
we
really
haven't.
long and unnecessary.
Oh, we're just filling
We're
time.
just filling
now.
time.
Is this about you, Gilbert?
This is
Did
this.
you make this?
I made Liam mainly. I just came
Liam
up
does the
with
lyric. Gilbert does the voiceover.
I'm the
Yeah.
production, and then Gilbert was the.
Nice.
Movie ideas for Simon Stolland from the genius mind of James Baldwin.
That was my intro.
Right, okay. Well, we have to make the. There we go. Perfect. An hour out.
Make sure you pause it this time.
There we go. I'll pause
There
it
we
now.
go.
Fantastic.
But yeah, have you got any more questions, Malden?
That was really it. I really just wanted to talk to Simon about his career. Really, he is generally an interesting chap. And even when and this is all joking, so I'm not just saying this because you're here. Because when we did do the that brilliant video a few years ago, obviously I knew who you were through Joe Strow and things like that. You'd had from the Red JSD days and all that.
Yeah,
I hadn't actually had the introduction, and everyone always your reputation. It's probably weird for you to hear this because you're just you, but your reputation is out there. I've told when I said to people this week, I said Simon Stolland's coming on. They were like, he's coming on your show. I was like, yeah.
Oh, mate,
I was like, well, it's not that weird, is it? Like, wow, they're like, that's pretty big. And I was like, oh, I'm a bit nervous now.
Oh, no,
But
not even, man.
But it was on that day. It was seeing how you work and things, and it is amazing to see, because I remember you explaining, because that was the brilliant video where it was slowed down to then play at normal speed, and I remember you trying to explain that to me, because I was like this or whatever, and I couldn't wrap my head around what you were talking about. I was like, because I was having fun, I was getting past stuff from the and having to run it back to the end to the next shot.
Yeah.
And couldn't get my head around what you were talking about. So it was when I actually then saw the video, for me it was great. I was
It
like,
made sense. Yeah.
it made so much sense, and I was just like, wow, that was great. But seeing you work was a really interesting.
Oh, thanks, man, and thanks for moving all that furniture at such a quick
Well, I haven't exercised since, so it's just been ticking over.
Well, there you go.
But I was actually I'm looking to make my first documentary this year.
Sick.
I'm dipping my toes into that. If you had any advice for me and any other potential,
sure.
Young filmmakers out there, I'm not so much on the young side, but new filmmakers out there, what advice would you give?
I'd probably just say, I don't know. Advice in just on this, just to anybody that's starting, I would just say, make sure it's something that you enjoy, and throw yourself in it head first. There's sometimes it can feel like there's a lot to learn and that it's overwhelming, but honestly, it's not as complicated as what it might seem to be, and everything will get easier the more you do it. So just kind of keep working and, make it exciting to learn, as opposed to daunting,
Can I just come in with...
And also ask questions and feel free to reach out to people, because we've got such a good platform for stuff like that now with, Instagram and stuff. It's easy to just drop someone a follow. You can learn a lot. Or bloody YouTube, man. I learned everything I know off YouTube, and then just trying it and getting it wrong and trying it again and getting it right and understanding it. And it's just a lot of trial and error, and there's so many avenues you can dip off into with filmmaking, whether it's documentaries or narrative short film or music videos or whatever. And then there's also different things like becoming a cinematographer, which is the route I've gone down, or a director, or going into production design or production, or music composing, you know, for films and stuff. There's honestly so much out there for everyone, and I think just learn it all, not learn it all, but try a bit of everything, see what you enjoy, and then just kind of go with the flow. That's what I'd say.
I just want to bring up the point that I've known Simon since he was 15. Was it 15 we worked together?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was whenever I started at Premier Karting.
Yeah, but you were underage when you started working there.
Yeah, I was definitely illegal when I was working there.
But yeah, like some of the stuff that we made in those younger days is no longer available on YouTube because Simon has now a reputation to uphold.
No, but the thing is, I stupidly deleted those videos when I was trying to do my parodies.
Yeah.
That little couple of years where I was trying to do like the comedy stuff. I deleted them off there because I forgot that you could just make it private. I never would have deleted them if I had thought in my head, flipping out, you can just make them private.
Some of those I wish we could see again.
Well, funny enough, we watched the Renault Clio parody.
Wow.
The other day.
Yeah.
That was so good. Classic. It's so, what I loved about it is such a, you can tell what fucking year it is, like when you watch it, because like the outfit you're wearing, it is such a perfect, it's like 2008, 2010.
Yeah.
Like it's no like that.
Yeah. That's it. And even the quality.
Like cardigans and polo shirts. You're like,
yeah, I know. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, that was funny.
If I'd been in the video, I'd have been wearing a reality shirt and chinos, so I'd have been so
chinos, God, they were a thing, weren't they, in Vans? Do you remember?
Well, that's
chinos and Vans.
So pretty much what I wear the whole time.
Gilbert still does that. Yeah, Gilbert still does that. Yeah.
He's stuck in the past, mate.
There we go. Right, unfortunately for anyone who's been listening, we're losing a bit of Bowden. His mic's going a bit weird, so we might have to.
I don't know what's going funny. I'll try unplugging it and.
I think it might be your internet, mate.
How does that?
Sorry.
How bad is it when?
It's your internet.
How bad is it when I don't
think, mate?
Yeah, it's your internet.
It can't be my fucking connection. I've got what, 600 MB here, boy.
Oh, I don't know. It's weird though. It might be the Zoom thing. Anyway, it's. I think we're pretty much nearly there anyway, aren't we? Unless there's anything else.
Someone had to shoot with one as well, didn't he?
You are.
Oh.
Did someone say I had to go at 1 o'clock?
Yeah, I mean, she's not here yet, but yeah, I mean, you know, if there's any, yeah, I mean, this is down to you guys, whatever, I mean, yeah.
Good to see we've all like...
I've got a question for you, Simon. Like, you've worked with some big names. Who would be your dream artist to work with? Potentially, like
dream artist.
Yeah, so like we're obviously quite big in multiple countries now.
Yeah.
So we can approach.
We could probably make that happen. If you want me to, if you want to put a word in with some people, Latin American stars as well. Hit me up. Know all of them.
Oh, nice. I don't know. It's a good question. I never really thought about it before. I would someone that just really appreciates their visuals. Someone that really does someone like The Weeknd. Yeah. Their visuals. I mean, his stuff is great, you know?
Yeah.
If you think about that, I can't remember the name of the song, but the one where he's in the car and he's driving through the city, I think that's breathtaking, that video.
So once again, another rap
video. His videos
are,
I think he's almost...
So another rap video with
a lot of
Carvin,
But it's not really just like rap in front of a Lamborghini situation, is it? That's like a...
What car is he in, though?
I'll find it now.
I bet it's a fucking Lamborghini. Or a Ferrari. It's something.
I think, but no, I think what I've noticed with as you say, The Weeknd. I think he's because a lot of music, as you say, a lot of music videos can be samey now. But I think with especially with his most recent album, is they do. It's like stories.
Yeah,
you're watching
man.
stories.
That's what I mean. I love narrative-based videos. Yeah, like this one here, The Weeknd, "Blinding Lights," and it's a great song as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and what car is it? Oh, it's a Mercedes. It's one of them coupes.
Like what we had the other week.
Is it an S something? It's an S something, I swear. I've used one for a music video, actually. Yeah. But if you watch the video...
You're not fighting your own battle well here, mate.
Yeah, true. Yeah, won't forget that.
Oh, wouldn't it be funny if we found out Simon's the reason that this keeps happening? And Simon's like, no, mate, you need to make a car. You need a car in your video.
Just look at Mickey Smalls, mate. It's the only thing you gotta do.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a thing, though, isn't it? It's definitely it's just an asset. It's an asset to a visual that, you know, you look for production value when you make stuff like that. You want things, not all the time, but sometimes you want things to look like the budget's a bit bigger. It kind of sells the whole, this is a big project look. And that's all that is an asset to the video. Well, and sometimes having an old classic car does that as well, you know?
Well, you had that the other day, didn't you? You wanted someone with an old
that was
BMW.
just a Mercedes. Some other old, that might have been like the original Mercedes, like what that was, but like an old version. But yeah, no, it's just like cars. Yeah, it's weird. It's definitely a thing within, I guess, any. It does not necessarily even just rap music. You know, obviously the weekend.
Rock music. If it's a rock music, like the big, like stage with the big fucking show, everything. It's just exactly the same thing. Make you look bigger than you're not even necessarily that big, but making you look like yourself like that just gives you an air of authenticity. The funniest things I find with when I watch rock videos is like when, and I've seen it, and it's not to be a diss on Viridian at all. I know I take the piss out of them, but they're the main rock videos I'm ever going to watch. And it's when like I'll see, obviously, and in the video they have to play the instruments to make it go. But I always imagine what that sounded like just when you were filming it, and it's like stacking a keyboard that's not plugged in, and people playing guitars. Like it must just look like in the moment. If you weren't playing the track, I'm sure they play the track in the background, obviously, to let them know where they are. But just if you remove that, how fucking silly you must feel. It's just hitting a keyboard that's not plugged in. It's my bit. When we do music videos, literally, you have to have your guitar plugged in at least, so people aren't like Red Hot Chili Peppers at the Super Bowl when they didn't have any leads and everything. But most of the time, you just get the little lead and then just gaffer tape it to the back of your guitar or something like that. It's bullshit. It's all just
show.
It's all show.
But no, it would look weird without it. It would look weird without it though. Yeah. So I get why people do it, but it would look strange.
You're never going to watch the video without it. Oh, you're never going to watch the video without the music, and it's meant to enhance the track.
Do you know what? That could be a new niche market that you could progress into, Simon. Music videos without music.
Without the actual music, yeah.
Oh, what?
I mean, I don't know.
My God!
The ambient, just the thing
that
of
could be
live
some
recording.
It's like the Mick Jagger and David Bowie video, Dancing in the Street video, where somebody's just
that was the fucking video I got up for the shit videos.
Why don't we?
You said, what's your favourite music video?
You guys should dub a music video. You should find a music video and you should just mute it and recreate the sound and dub it.
That's exactly what they've done with that one. It's just like shuffling feet and.
Oh yeah.
And shuffle it's insane, but it probably would be what it would sound like in the real life.
Also, you know, you brought that video up, Bowden. That was the song that was #1 when I was born. Just so you know.
Was it actually?
Yep.
Wow.
That's how old I am. Mick Jagger. Yeah. You're welcome.
Mick Jagger was topping the charts.
Yeah. I was popping out the womb. Mick Jagger was topping the charts.
Fucking hell, mate.
Fantastic.
It's crazy.
Have you got Simon's showreel that we could probably end the thing with, just so people can see a little bit of work of Simon's?
Yeah.
You didn't set it up, did you?
No.
Inserts.
Don't be.
No,
I'm not editing.
We'll live screen it. So
actually,
nice try, guys.
To be fair,
Simon's
going to edit it. Do you want to edit this one, Simon?
I can't. No, don't do that.
Bit of colour correction.
Yeah, man.
Make us all look pretty similar, but yeah.
I think we all look pretty similar anyway, mate. It's a pretty Caucasian podcast.
Oh yeah, it's pretty white this week.
So are you streaming this right now? Is this actually being streamed?
No,
it's not
being
streamed,
But you're going to upload it. Okay, cool.
So yeah,
right.
When this goes up, Simon, you can put a nice cropped photo like you do on your Instagram posts and tag us in it. That would be nice.
Yes.
It would fit your.
It's funny actually. I'm going to take a quick picture. Here we go. Smile, guys. There we go. Fantastic. Yeah, I was actually having this conversation with Ellie last night about like my Instagram. I've got into a really bad habit of doing things exactly the same. But obviously, when you shoot stuff, you don't always shoot 16:9. Sometimes it's got the black bars, and sometimes you shoot, 4:3, so it's square or whatever. But I've gotten to a really bad habit of cropping into 16:9.
Well, you got me
like,
into that as well. You've done you've done that on my Instagram as well. When I know, and I was like, "Fuck, this is."
It's so hard to get out of. It's actually so hard to get out of, and I'm now kind of like, "Fuck, what should I do?" My sister's ringing me. 1 minute, sorry.
That's all right. We can play. Can you play this video?
I'm outside, you fucking dick. Can you stop doing that shitty podcast with your fucking
Well, they're here.
friends?
They're here.
Right,
we're gonna go for a walk, socially distance, of course.
Of course. Well, let's. Shall we end it there? We can play the video out.
We can add the video after.
I'll put the video on at the end.
On the
all
insert.
right, sweet.
Insert.
Yeah.
There we go.
But Simon, honestly, mate,
We're
thanks so much
wrapping
for giving us your time. I hope it's
No
not
worries. Thanks for
the last time you
inviting
make an appearance.
Yeah, we'd definitely like to get, when restrictions are lifted, we'll get you in the cabin next time.
Yes, mate. In the cabin.
In the
I'd
cabin.
love that.
I set up as a little studio, mate. It's fun.
Yeah, let's do that. That'd be good, and we can definitely have a few drinks then and see what different results we get.
There we go, mate. There we go.
One thing is you'll think you've done better, but you wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
I actually think this week was pretty concise. Right.
Well, yeah, we'll leave you to it, Simon.
Thanks
for coming on.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Simon.
Take care. Bye-bye.
later,
Cheers,
bud.
guys.
See you later.
Peace.
There we go. Well, that's been it.
Well, that was Simon Stolland.
Yeah,
the wonderful Simon Stolland.
We'll
That feels like a big coup. I felt nervous before that. I'll say that now that he's gone. He needs to fuck off. I was nervous. I don't know why.
Well, we're still recording this. We're still recording.
Yeah. Oh, we're keeping this in there.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, because Simon's gone, I have to fucking end the show, or can I not run my own show and Simon leaves? I didn't realise Simon was in fucking charge.
Oh dear.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't realise Simon said the show was over. It's over.
Yeah, that's it, mate. That's it.
I say when it's over. But no, I hope everyone enjoyed that. Bit more of a serious, like I said, I didn't want to waste it. And
they're not going to enjoy your audio.
I'm not going to say, usual bullshit. My usual bullshit.
Your sound.
Yeah, I wanted to.
Inaudible now.
What, the mic?
Yeah. Inaudible.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You sound like a robot.
Why it's gone so bad?
Anyway, right. So I'll end it. I'm
taking
control.
We'll have fun. We'll have fun editing that this afternoon.
See you later, guys.
Thank you very much from Gringo Radio, boys.
Thanks, everyone. Peace. Gringo episode 8. Done us.